Made Book channel. I'm Bianca.
And I'm Byron.
And today we are speaking to the fantastic Remi and Courtney from Motherland Treats.
Hello.
Hello.
And if you guys have been following the journey, these are the competition winners. So, hey.
Hey
Hello.
guys.
How are you guys?
Hi.
Very
Great.
well.
Well, first of all, tell us who you are and what you do.
Cool. So my name is Courtney,
And I'm Remi.
and we are the founders of Motherland Treats.
And what does Motherland Treats do?
So Motherland Treats, we deliver fresh Afro-Caribbean produce directly to the customer's door. It was something that Remi thought of actually when she went for a walk. Met this lovely lady, older lady, Jamaican lady, and I think you guys were just talking, and she was just explaining how she can't really get the food that she likes to cook. So she can get the normal stuff that you can get from the corner shop, but she can't get the yam, the okra, and stuff like that. So Remi just said, oh, you know what, it might be a good idea. Let's just do a little shopping and give it to her because she doesn't drive and stuff like that. So we done
Was that just like you being charitable, being
Yeah,
a good neighbour?
literally,
You just said, here you go, here's...
Just being a good neighbour, just
Okay.
thought it's something nice to do. She was a nice lady, from what Remi was saying. And yeah, we dropped her off a box, and just her reaction and everything, I was like, wow. So then it was like, wait, imagine that there might be a lot more people out there that are probably in the same predicament. So it was like, you know what, let's just put it out there and see who would want this service. And then, yeah, Motherland Treats came from there.
It's born. So what
Yeah.
type of things are in this box?
So we have things in there like okra, plantain, yam, you've got mangoes in there, you've got sweet potato. Basically all your kind of Afro-Caribbean finest things you can find in there.
Excellent.
It's so interesting because I've been complaining for ages about now that we live outside of London, not being able to get, that type of produce. And I remember going on my Instagram saying, does anyone deliver? And loads of people DM me, this person, this person, this person. I contacted all of them and no one was doing it anymore. They'd started it, but they didn't, whatever. There was loads of good, whatever reasons, or just no response at all.
Yeah.
So when you guys came on the competition, I was like, yes, this is what I need. And to be involved in it and to be able to, see it done the way, we want to see it done, I think is amazing. So I love it. I love the concept.
Thank you, guys.
So what has the response been since entering, I guess, the competition? Have you seen any changes so far?
100%. The competition, after the competition, it's kept us busy.
Good.
So yeah, we get a lot of orders, a lot of people who are like now kind of like rooting for us. It's like we woke up one day and I'm like, Rem, we're a celebrity. Like we deliver a box and they're like, oh, how's it going? Oh, I really love you guys. And I'm like, okay, I thought we just we haven't even met.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been really good. The support has been amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's kept us busy, which is good.
What's the feedback been like? Do people receive their box? What's the reaction? What happens next?
The reaction.
The people, the feedback has been amazing. I think because the box is not something that you see a lot of, it's unique. So when people get that box, they are just blown away. And the feedback is great.
Yeah, I think you can't even. It's undescribable the reaction that you get. Especially we get a lot of people that send boxes as gifts, so the person don't even know it's coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just when they get the reaction, just amazing.
And you hear them say
It's
things
just
like,
amazing.
is that yam in there? Oh, is that okra? Oh, is that plantain?
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah.
Have you
It's a
had
nice
anyone
surprise.
open a box and be like, what is that? Because there must be some items that people are not sure what it is or what to do with it, or...
I mean, on the day that we deliver it, you don't get that reaction because they'll see at least a few things that they
recognize.
yeah, because you get the standard stuff like the garlic, the ginger and stuff. But yeah, we've had customers that contacted us saying, okay, how do I cook this? And what do I do with this?
And we've been able to help them and
help them
advise them.
yeah.
So who's the cook?
Well, Remi would say me.
Okay.
However,
I
I would say
experiment
Remi.
a lot. That's why.
And when she will experiment, but it comes out really, really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoy
are you cooking like? What's your go-to dish?
He kind of cooks the same sort of things.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Yeah. Like what? Go on.
Brown chicken.
Yeah.
Fish.
Soup. I done soup.
He done
as well.
soup.
Okay.
Ackee and saltfish.
Oh, look at you,
Not just
And I will experiment with like unusual things like what's
Remi would make
rasta pasta.
Yeah. She would
Last
like
week
this.
I made a plantain and kidney bean stew.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we went vegetarian for a bit, and she just came up with some like really amazing dishes, like really amazing, like the baked bean
lasagna.
Yeah.
Sounds unusual, but
it was
it's
really
delicious.
nice.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
All this food talk. You make me
Yeah.
kind of.
I love that. Now you've got the box, you're experimenting more with
Exactly.
your produce. And I think that's the nice thing about it. When I asked if people find things they've never seen before,
Yeah.
it makes them research it, right?
Exactly.
And work out a new
Exactly.
recipe. And
You said
And
something
try
in the
new
group
things.
that, but I don't remember what there was a fruit or something. I was like, what is that?
Chocho.
Chocho.
Oh, chocho, yeah,
That was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I've heard of that before, but I've never actually cooked it, and I
Yeah.
made it last week, and it was delicious.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What
It
is
tastes like
okay.
a cucumber mixed with like a mashed potato.
Right.
That sort of tasty texture.
Okay.
Where are you both
It's
from?
a vegetable.
Well, I'm Jamaican. I was born and bred in Jamaica.
St. Lucia and Jamaica.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full on Caribbean.
Motherland treats.
So give us the background. We know it already, but for our audience's purposes, how did you get to that name?
You came up with
The name came about because we wanted something that kind of describes the fact that what we're offering is kind of stuff that you'd get back home, stuff that you've had maybe if you was from another country, those sort of foods. And then that's when the motherland, and then we decided to say it's not just food, it's a treat.
Yeah.
I don't get this every day. I don't find it in my local supermarkets.
Yeah.
And that's why we decided the name.
I
And
love
everyone
that.
loves the name as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Unique, I
So,
think.
what is the business aspirations? Let the people know. What is it you want to do? Well, before we get there, actually, where do you cover? What areas do you cover?
So currently we're doing just in the M25, so all over London, north, south, east, west London, Essex as well, and now we've moved to Surrey, so we're now delivering in Surrey as well. And yeah, we're just looking to expand and just cover everywhere as much as possible.
And what's the vision? What do you guys want? What's the dream?
So the dream and the vision, with obviously everyone's support, is to just become the #1 go-to online just homeland produce. So obviously we're starting off with the Afro-Caribbean because that's something we grew up in, we know it. But also just going into different markets and just being able to give everyone their motherland treats.
I think
Every
that's what you said
household
about
to
the
experience us.
Yeah. I think that's what you said about the name that I really liked. So we're starting with the Caribbean, but essentially everyone has like a motherland or a cultural food that they might miss. And so you want to bring that to their home and into their kitchen.
Exactly, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the vision, yeah.
And what's been, I guess, we talk about the great things, but what's been the most challenging part so far of this journey?
I think probably the most challenging is obviously we're parents and just trying to juggle the two. Yeah. That's probably the most challenging, but it's a good challenge. We like it. We enjoy it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
And we've got
support
a lot of
around us.
support.
Yeah, got a lot of support
Yeah.
around us.
That sounds like a parentpreneur, mumpreneur.
Mum,
Yeah.
The whole new book.
The whole new book. We're already thinking about. I know your age, but I don't know if maybe you have to cut this bit. Only reason why I'm thinking of it is because there's a particular competition coming up soon
Okay.
that is for under 30s.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I am.
We can both go
we
into
can both
it.
enter.
Yeah.
Okay.
We only need a proposal.
Yeah.
You know, I got my PR head on right now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
Alright, cool.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So the boxes. So we've got the vegetable box and we've got the fruit box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair. And which one's been more popular or the most popular? Ooh.
Obviously, we started out with the vegetable box, so that's quite popular. But the fruit box,
It's up and coming.
it's up and coming. It's
Yeah.
the underdog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's becoming quite
It's
popular.
becoming.
And what's becoming quite popular is people just get both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all veg box and
A
then
weekly fruit box.
fruit box.
Yeah.
And what makes them, so obviously some of this stuff they could technically get themselves,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's
If they
convenient.
lived in an area
Yeah.
that had that type
convenience.
of
Yeah.
shop. We don't even have that kind of shop in
Yeah.
our area,
Yeah.
so it's very hard for us.
Yeah.
But what makes it, we know Croydon, Fulton Heath, you said really popular with your deliveries.
Yeah.
They've got those types of
They
shops.
must have
Yeah.
loads of them.
So what
Yeah.
makes them come to you? What do they
The
say?
convenience, I think, is the fact
Yeah.
that you know you just have it's just there at your
Yeah.
front door. I think that's number one. I think another thing as well. A lot of people work,
Yeah. busy.
families. I know for me myself, I would love someone to do my shopping for me every week.
Mm.
I've got a 1-year-old, so
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah. If you look at like if you look
No
at
more
lot,
shopping.
you look at like home deliveries, that's
The
a
biggest
big
right
thing now. Yeah. So they're trying to deliver everything now
Mhm.
when you look at it. So I think it's just the whole convenience, like what you said.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So we're gonna give you guys a chance to ask us a few questions.
Okay.
So, anything you like, ask away.
I don't like the way Courtney's like laughing there.
He's like, yeah.
okay.
I'll let Remi go.
Okay, so obviously we met through the pitching, and you could have picked out of 5. Why us?
Yeah.
So I guess let's start from the top. There was like 157 or so applications,
Okay.
and then I whittled that down to 10, and then 10 became 9, and then 9 became 5,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the 5 businesses. So I guess the reason why we kind of liked your pitch was, number one, I think it has so much potential to grow and expand. And not just that it has the potential, but I think that we also have the ability to help grow it in a way that's very easy for us, and it just fits in with our day-to-day lives. So I know we have a lot to bring to the table, whereas some of the other businesses, it requires a lot more work, a lot more infrastructure, a lot more. And I think this was a really easy plug-in that we can help grow. And of course, you guys, I felt, were the underdogs as well.
Yeah.
And I love an underdog story. I'm like thinking about the press and the marketing. And I'm like, this is a story that sells. I'm thinking about when you're going to be picking up your awards and you're picking up this and you're talking about this journey and the story. And it's a phenomenal story and journey. And it was like, if I had to choose one, which I didn't have to, in fact, there's no point in me saying that, but because I chose 3 and I'm still getting the abuse.
Yeah.
But it was definitely one that, because the recruitment was like a no-brainer for me, and then there was yours as well. The events was totally out of my kind of
comfort zone,
but different.
But could have been scaled
but
as well.
yeah, but looked interesting on paper. So that's why. Yeah.
And I think for me, it was something that I think is very needed, very necessary. And I think during this lockdown was even a great time to launch a business like this, as you have, but also to now take it beyond that. Because I don't want people to just think this is a lockdown thing.
Business,
this is something I want people to get used to having, and this is their normal delivery. And I think a lot of people are used to getting their normal produce delivered potentially, from the various supermarkets, but actually that doesn't cater to the needs we have for cultural food. And I think even if it is a monthly treat or a weekly treat, whatever it is, I think it's a great way to get that brand out there. And I can just listening to your pitch and so on, I was like, okay, we could do that. My brain, everything was, sparking off. So I felt like it was going to be a great business.
Okay. I think Courtney might have a question.
So obviously this is something that's new to us. So what advice would you give to us as we continue on this journey?
In a sense of
like just being entrepreneurs, going through
The knocks, the
ups and downs and stuff like that.
So I guess the first thing is obviously you're in a relationship together and you're doing a business together. I think that's it's a really great but also quite an unusual situation to be in. And I think there will be times in the business where there are business-based pressures that are going to affect both of you, but you have to try and look at your relationship separate from the business. And so it's important that as much as you're all driving towards doing the same thing and passionate and ambitious, and your time and energy is going to go into this, you still need to set a little bit of time for the relationship, because I think that's a really important part of the foundations of the business, is going to be you two still being tight as a couple, as well as being tight as a business partnership. And I think that's one of the things that everyone always asks us, how do you
balance.
being, you know, romantic and having fun, but also running a business. And that's not, I wouldn't say it's difficult for us, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
It does take some doing. So I would say just think about how do we grow the business and grow together at the same time. I think that's a really important one.
And my advice is always listen to the message.
Yeah. Good advice.
That makes life easy.
Easy.
You know.
Happy wife, happy life.
But yeah, I echo what Bianca says, and you're going to face many, you know, disruption, distraction. You're going to have, when we start recruiting staff, you're going to have employees, and there's going to be so many things that are going to derail you. You just have to just take it in the stride. And I feel like the energy that I get from you guys anyway, and I don't know if you get the same thing, but I don't feel that you're quite explosive in your kind of when you react to things, and I think that's the best way. You have to, sometimes you just have to just look at it and just, really? Okay. Let's move, let's pivot, let's change, let's adapt. And I think sometimes, you know, lots of external factors can derail you. As long as we have that tunnel vision and we have that focus and clarity, then we'll hit the goals that's needed. And listen to your business partners and mentors is also, you know, one of the things that's great.
Number one tip. But there's a lot of noise, you're right.
Yeah, but there's so much
right
distractions.
Now, you've got people messaging you all the time. Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why do you do this? And that's great. Let's keep that information. Let's keep it down. Let's brainstorm it. But don't always get pulled in every direction. You have to
can't do it all.
Focus.
You know, and it's your journey. You know, ultimately it's your journey. It's your ship. We're passengers on your plane. But you know, there was an analogy you said the other day. What was it?
It was something like you're the pilot, but we're the was it the wings or something? I don't know much about planes. You put me on the spot here.
No, you said it. I remember you said it, and I was like, ooh, that was a good one.
I didn't write it down, but like you're the pilot, and we're like the
navigation system or something.
So you're like, so the pilot is necessary in obviously steering the ship, the plane, whatever the analogy is. But the navigation system is what is required to land.
Exactly.
Right, so that was something like that. I'm going to
find the quote. Find the quote. Find the quote.
I'm not going to watch the movie again.
Oh, is it a movie?
I think so.
All right, fair enough.
I'll try and Google it later.
Anything else for us?
One more question, probably for the audience. Obviously, you guys are successful. What made you want to, you know, I mean, not a lot of people do what you've done for us, and the opportunity that you gave. What made you want to do that?
Question. I think just generally, so when we wrote the book because we saw that there were people that needed that information and couldn't find it anywhere. There was a lot of books out there that provided motivation and you do it, go and do it, you'll be great, but didn't tell you how. So we always want to be actionable. We wanted to prevent people from making the mistakes we made when we started out in business. That's why we wrote the book. And then with the mentoring program, we realized how many people needed that help and how many people that with the right information could make their business extremely successful. And that, so, you know, that was amazing. And then to take to the next level now, it's like, how do we get involved in actual businesses? How do we help them steer those ships? And we just create a fantastic legacy for ourselves and for other people. I think that's...
Yeah, and I echo what Bianca says, and to add to it, I would say, you know, in the timeline of kind of the world, COVID, all these negative things, we were kind of brainstorming and thinking about ways that which we can impact our community, our followers, do something interesting. But also, so many people ask us to be their business partners. So many people ask us for investment, which is why I did the two. You have the investment or you have us as partners. And it's really strange that, or interesting that, in fact, when we actually spoke to people, a lot of people tick, they want an investment, but when we spoke to them, they're like, they don't want investment, they want business partnership. So that was a really interesting shift, because I tried to be balanced and choose half and half so that there's a fair balance in the competition. But in the end, most people were like, they just want...
They need someone on board.
They need someone on board who can strategically plan. So it was about, you know, great content, engaging content, giving opportunity, and investing into a business and following that journey. From it being where it is to when we look at it in 12 months, 18 months, 3 years, 5 years, and just follow that journey. And even this is a great story. And stories, what's your quote about stories selling? You know,
People buy from people.
people
and,
buy
Yeah.
from wood.
and that brand story is really important. And
Yeah.
I think you guys have a great story, and
Yeah.
I think together we're going to make a real success of Motherland Treats.
Absolutely.
I'm excited by that.
Absolutely. So we like to do like a little quick fire round.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna when we make this up.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes. I know, he's now putting us on. Okay, cool.
So
Byron likes adding the pressure.
Yeah.
We make this up. Just to throw it in there.
a night in
Yeah.
with the two of you, or with your daughter. No, you can't. It's one each. It's one each.
I know what I'm gonna say. I know
No,
what I'm
you.
gonna say.
Well, go on. What's yours?
No,
With my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, with my daughter.
Are you sure?
I'm just thinking when we went to the hill and she came with us.
Okay, cool. I mean, she's one. She's still losing. If I ask you to talk, you're like,
Yeah.
No, with us.
And I'm gonna ask a divisive question that for the audience.
Don't get me in trouble.
Because you said we've got Caribbean and we've got
Yeah.
Jamaica. Choose one as a holiday destination. You can't go back to the other ever again.
which one? So it's
Huh?
St. Lucia or
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
Or
Jamaica.
St. Lucia.
Are you going to different
Jamaica.
holidays? That's a shame. That means you can never go to you. Okay.
All right. St.
Okay.
Lucia.
Netflix and chill, or going out to a nice restaurant.
I know what I'm gonna pick. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I know what she's gonna pick.
Go on.
Going
I'm
out to a
Netflix
restaurant,
and
he's
chill, she's
Netflix.
out, yeah.
Going to a nice restaurant.
Yeah, I'm Netflix,
Netflix
and
and
chill.
chill.
Yeah, I'm the boring one.
So you both said you're kind of equally the chef.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to choose one of you to cook and the other person could not cook ever again,
You
I
pick.
think Remi.
I'd say now because I've been experimenting, but in the past it would have been him. But now I like it for some reason.
Okay. Who's tidier?
Remi.
Who has more shoes?
Remi.
was you not?
I was hopeful that we're going to get like a difference of opinion.
So
He knows.
are you readers? Do you read?
Remi's more of a reader.
Are you audio or
I'm
are
more
you
audio.
physical book?
I'm audio.
Physical book.
Physical
Remi's-
book and
yeah,
audio.
I'm audio.
Ah, that's a,
Can
I
you
think it's
give
a
us
man
a-
thing as well, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we like our audios, we like on the move.
Yeah.
It's attention.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
We can't sit still. We're like,
So give us then your favorite like book or audio.
other than self-made.
My one is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Homsel. That's
Okay.
my one.
What's that about? Brief.
So it's about self-talk, affirmations and stuff like that. I read that book and it changed my whole life.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay.
Same for me.
Same.
book.
Yeah.
We love that book. We
Did
read
you
it over and over
read
again.
it?
No, I think
He recommended it to
I
me.
read it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's times in life, obviously in life, you go through ups, downs, and I
And we always
pull
go
out
back
that
to
book.
it.
It just
Yeah.
talks about self-talk and how most of the things that we say to ourselves is bad stuff. I'm stupid. Oh no, I'm so silly.
It's
And that has an effect on.
big effect, yeah.
So that's done now. Have you got any more for
No,
that?
no, I'm good.
Right.
That,
So you went through the pitching process.
Yeah.
What was your biggest lesson that you learned?
Good question.
For me, my biggest thing that I learned was preparation and to plan.
Mm.
Because what's that saying? Those who
Fail
fail
to
to
plan,
plan to fail.
But then on the flip side, I didn't really give you guys much. I wanted everyone to just be
Yeah, but
on
I
their
feel
toes.
on the
Yeah.
first pitch, we didn't know what to expect, and I don't think it went as well as the second one, because on the second one, when we knew that we was through, we gave it everything, and we planned and we prepared, and I felt personally that that came across
Yeah,
much better.
yeah, yeah.
So that's why I took that lesson from it.
Okay.
Plan
Okay, so the advice would be to plan
and prepare.
and prepare. Okay, all right, cool. I think that's all my questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fabulous.
So where can people find you? How can they engage with you? How can they follow your story? Let the people know.
Cool. So you can follow our story on our socials at Motherland_treats. And also we've got our website that's up and running, www.motherlandtreats.co.uk if you want to place your order to experience your Motherland treats.
Love that.
Fantastic.
Super.
Guys, make sure you follow this journey. It is going to be an amazing one. remember where we started and look at where we're going to be in 6, 12, 18 months time. It is going to be a phenomenal journey. Make sure you support, please. We need your support to make sure that this business grows and scales and develops and is a Black-owned business. So please make sure you support. And I think that's everything for me.
That's it. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you guys.
Thank
Thanks
you
so
guys
much.
as well.
Bye-bye.
Make sure you tune in to the rest of our videos over on the Self-Made Book channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share. Share it with your friends, family, and loved ones. I've been Bianca.
And I'm Byron.
And Self-Made
It's success.
Bye.
Bye-bye.